Beautiful morning, children. Welcome to Lakshmi Study Room. Today, our learning topics are nutrition in amoeba, nutrition in paramecium. Nutrition in amoeba and paramecium is a heterotrophic nutrition. But heterotrophic nutrition are of three types. That is, the first one is saprophytic nutrition, and second one is a parasitic nutrition, and third one is a holozoic nutrition. So, nutrition in amoeba and paramecium comes under the holozoic nutrition. So once we can observe the what is parasitic nutrition and what is saprophytic nutrition. So saprophytic nutrition, so these organisms are dependent on the dead and decaying organisms, and they break down the food molecules outside of the body, then absorbs it. So how can it absorb, break down the food? So with the help of enzymes, they can break down the complex substances into simple substances. So then whenever it turned into simple substances, they will be absorbed it. So examples for some saprophytic nutrition are mushrooms, fungus and bread mold, and yeast and rhizopus. And while coming to the parasitic nutrition, so parasitic nutrition, so they are depend on other organisms for their food, but they do not kill the other host organism. Examples for parasitic nutrition are leech, tapeworm, lice. So all these are, and cuscuta. Cuscuta is a plant, it is a parasitic plant. And holozoic nutrition. So holozoic nutrition, it involves four steps. The first one is a ingestion, second one is a digestion, third one is assimilation, and fourth one is a digestion. So these four steps are involved in the holozoic nutrition. But holozoic nutrition, the food and the way it is obtained different in different organism to organisms. So the digestive systems are also different in organism to organisms. Take for example nutrition in amoeba. So amoeba is a single-celled organism. It is a aquatic organism. It belongs to protozoa phylum. So amoeba has a single-celled organism. It can capture the any surface of the body. It can capture the food. So because it did not have a specific spot to collect the food. So for example, we have a hands to capture the food or collect the food and taken into our mouth. Similarly, the amoeba don't have any specific hands and specific spot like mouth. But how can it obtain the food? So amoeba is living in a water. So whenever the food particles reaches near the surface of the cell membrane, so it can extend some projections or finger-like projections surround the food particle. So it will be fuses over the food particle. Whenever it completely fuses over the food particles, it will form as one vacuole that will be called as a food vacuole. So the food vacuole moves around the cytoplasm. So what will happen in the food vacuole? So the food vacuole contains some digestive enzymes. So digestive enzymes, it will help to the digestion. So digestion process, what will happen? The complex food material will be turned into simple molecules with the help of digestive enzymes. So the process will be called as a digestion. So taking of food with the help of finger-like projections, it will be called as a ingestion. So the finger-like projections will be called as a pseudopodia. So pseudo means false, podio means feet. That means the false feet, it has a false feet. And according to the need of the amoeba, the podia will be formed. The feet will be formed. So that's why it will be called as a pseudopodia. So taking of the food into their body will be called as a ingestion. So the digestion will be takes place within the food vacuole. That means the complex molecule will be turned into simple molecules with the help of digestive enzymes. So it will be called as a digestion. And the third process is third process? Assimilation. So whenever the digestion completed in the food vacuole, the digested food materials will be diffuses into the cytoplasm. That means it will be called as a assimilation, and the undigested food will be sent out of the cell membrane and thrown into the outside from the body. So it will be called a digestion. Okay, so these are the 4 steps involved in the nutrition in amoeba. So next, nutrition in paramecium. So paramecium nutrition is also has some 4 steps it involves, that is ingestion, digestion, assimilation, addition. The first one, so first the paramecium, it is also a small and single cellular organism. It is also belongs to protozoa. So if we see the structure of the paramecium, how does it look like? It looks like a slipper. So that's why paramecium will be called as a slippery animal. And it contains the cilia. The hair-like parts will be called as it will be surrounded around the paramecium surface. So the cell surface around the cell surface contains hair-like projections. These hair-like parts, the hair-like parts will be called as a cilia. So with the help of cilia, paramecium can collect the food or can capture the food, and at the movement of the cilia, it will move towards some specific spot. It will be called as a oral groove. So we have a mouth to collect the food. Similarly, the paramecium, it will collect the food and enters into the body with some specific spot. It will be called as a oral groove. But amoeba, it doesn't have any specific spot, but it has a specific spot to collect the food. So this oral groove, whenever it reaches the food, the base part of the oral groove, sufficient food is stored in the base part of the oral groove. Then around the food particles, it will form as one vacuole. The vacuole contains food, so that's why this vacuole will be called as a food vacuole. So the taking of food will be called as a ingestion, and whenever the food reaches into the food vacuole, it contains some digestive enzymes. With the help of digestive enzymes, the complex molecules will be turned into simpler molecules with the help of digestive enzymes. This process will be called as a digestion. So after digestion, the simpler molecules will spread over the cytoplasm or diffuses over the cytoplasm. This process will be called as a assimilation. Then what will happen? So undigested food containing vacuole should be passes through the part, some special part. This part will be called as a anal pore. So whenever the undigested food containing vacuole reaches the anal pore, it bursts and releases the waste, should be released to outside the body. This will be called as a egestion. So we can simply say egestion is a excretion. That means the waste material should be sent out the body. So this is the nutrition in paramecium. So okay, thank you for watching this video. Please like my videos. If you like my videos, share my videos to your friends and subscribe my channel. If you subscribe my channel, you will get, whenever I make a new video, you will get a notification.